Hey guys, Jon Faulkner here with Survival Dispatch, and in today's Survival Dispatch Classic, you're going to sit down with me and we're going to go through my Boo Boo Kit that I carry in my EDC backpack. Let's check it out. Hey guys, John here with Survival Dispatch, and today we're going to talk about Boo Boo Kits. Most of the time when it comes to medical gear, people dive right into trauma kits. We're talking blowout kits with tourniquets and Israeli bandages, quick clot, things to deal with massive bleeding. But most of the time, that stuff is just not going to be used. What's mostly going to be used is a small Boo Boo Kit. Things that, a bag that you can throw into your backpack, your hiking backpack, your get home bag, things like that are going to help with cuts, scrapes, issues with your stomach, headaches, things like that. So today what we're going to do is we're going to look at the Boo Boo Kit that I've been carrying for probably 4 or 5 years. I've added things here and there to it. I've worked on this kit. This kit really came from necessity. I was traveling a lot with a job. I was traveling, pretty much across the world. This kit has been with me from here to China and back. And really all it came is, every time I would have an issue that I wasn't able to take care of with the kit, I would add it to it. So it's kind of evolved over the last few years, and today what we're going to do is break it apart, see exactly what I carry. And like I said, this isn't a trauma kit. I carry one of those as well in my backpack. This is just for the the everyday kind of things. What I use is this is a heavier mil. This is like a 4 mil, 2.5 by 5 Ziploc bag. It's very small, and I also have a pill bottle too. The pill bottle is the first thing I'll start with. It's just a Tylenol pill bottle. I use the Tylenol. You can use whatever pill bottle you want. And all I have in here is just some ibuprofen, some Tylenol, just for headaches, for bumps, bruises, backache, thing like that. I have some Prilosec in here because I get heartburn every now and then. So that's pretty much all I carry. It's nothing too fancy. I just keep it where I can get to it easily. I know what the pills are in here, so I don't have them identified or anything like that because I only carry a couple. I will say when it comes to pills, I like to use brand name stuff. Just in case, if I toss this bottle to somebody and say, yeah, there's some Tylenol in there, it's pills that say Tylenol on it. It's not some, there's 5 different kinds of white generic pills in there. They're all labeled and you know exactly what they are. So I carry a small pill bottle, that comes out, every week or so, just for headaches and things like that. And then, in the kit itself, like I said, this has evolved from traveling a ton. So, but I have this same exact bag in my get home bag just in case. And I carry everything, like I said, from cuts to stomach issues and things like that. First thing in here is I have a Claritin D. That's for allergies. I do suffer quite a bit from allergies and stuff, especially in the summer. So it's nice to be able to have that if I'm, gone for a couple days. And one thing too, this isn't a kit that's like, made to sustain yourself for 2 weeks or something like that. It's really just for, 1 or 2 days to get you by. The next pill in here is an anti-diarrheal pill. I've been overseas and stuff, and no matter how well you try to drink and eat, stuff that your stomach is accustomed to, you usually come across something. So I got a couple of anti-diarrhea pills in here because that is the biggest thing that will slow you down is a stomach issue. And then I'm allergic to a couple things, so I carry a couple of Benadryls as well, just in case. I get hives on my face if I come in contact with a couple of different things. So that's what I use. I use Benadryl, and it usually knocks it right down. I'll just dump everything out here, and then we'll kind of go section by section. This is something that I've used for a long time. When I'm on the road, if I start to feel just kind of yucky, kind of flu-ish, cold, things like that, I take an Emergency, and I take the Alka-Seltzer Severe Cold and Flu. I mix these together in a glass of water and I drink it, and it helps with body ache, it helps with sore throat, it helps with runny nose, things like that. This is something that I've used for years, and I've always have one with me just in case I start to feel nasty. Like if I go to SHOT Show and I start to feel like I'm starting to kind of get the bug, I'll get extra vitamin C in me from the emergency, and the Alka-Seltzer really helps a lot. I have some burn cream in here, just in case I were to burn myself. I have some burn cream to kind of help with the relief. I got some alcohol swabs, just for cleaning a wound. I also have a betadine prep pad, so those are all for cleaning wounds, just in case you get cut. And then I have a sting relief in here as well. You know, we have quite a few things in here in Florida that'll sting you, so I always keep some sting relief. In here, I do have these zip baggies. These are 2 straws that I've cut. I've seared the ends with a pair of pliers and a lighter, and I keep Neosporin in here just to keep, you know, infection down if I were to have a cut on my arm or something. I like using Neosporin. And I keep them in a Ziploc bag just in case one of these were to burst. But what the straws do is it pretty much gives me like a single use, you know, serving, so I don't have to carry like a big bottle of Neosporin around. Keep it in a Ziploc bag, and it's always good to go. So I keep, let's see here. I keep 1, 2, 3, 4 small bandages. And the reason why I carry 4, just in case I have like a finger cut or something, you know, a nick from a knife that's bleeding pretty good. I have an extra Band-Aid or 2 that I can change it out to keep that wound clean. I got 1 knuckle bandage just because. And then I got 1 kind of larger bandage just in case I have a bigger cut that I need to deal with. You would say, why do I carry some small pieces of gauze? I'll tell you why I carry some small pieces of gauze. I have cut myself pretty decent in the past. It's nice to have something that can actually soak up some blood if you need to. These are some 2-inch by 3-inch gauze pads. I have 2 of them, once again, so I can change it. And I pair that with some self-adhesive, like Ace bandage, but it's the self-adhesive kind, so I can wrap it around. And I'll tell you, you know, just a quick war story. I cut my wrist really bad, and I mean, it was just like blood running down my arm, and I actually was able to use these 2 things while I was out and about, and to get the bleeding to be controlled. Carry a piece of moleskin, just in case I'm having to do a lot of work out and about and I'm starting to get a really bad blister. I don't want it to slow me down, so I got some moleskin. And then I have some 3M Steri-Strips in here, just in case, you know, the job that I used to have, even working, you know, with survival dispatch, being out in the field, if I did have to kind of close up a wound enough to get me, you know, to a hospital or something like that, I do have some Steri-Strips. I have used these also on somebody else in the past. And I have a pair of tweezers. You know, helps for getting splinters out, you know, pieces of metal, anything like that, you know, ticks. I've used these tweezers a ton. So, you know, those are the contents that I carry. Like I said, this isn't a trauma kit by any means. It's just to help with a little bit of minor bleeding, help with some stomach issues, allergy issues, just not feeling well issues. So, you know, this is what I've carried for a long time. And like I said, you know, this is kind of, I've added and removed items over the years, you know, just kind of evolving this kit as I went, as I traveled around the world. And this is what I carry with me in my backpack every single day with me, just to take care of, you know, the day-to-day things. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this. I believe that, you know, a Boo Boo Kit is something that you guys should carry in your EDC pack. You get home bags, things like that, just because it can make life a whole lot easier dealing with things. So I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, hit the like button below. And until next time, be safe.